Every time the clock strikes 9 p.m., while most people wind down for the day, my world kicks into high gear. The dim neon lights of Joe's Diner flicker to life, and I, its night manager, brace myself for another long shift. Between my demanding day job at the advertising agency and these late-night stints, there's barely a moment to catch my breath. And then there's the Candida. I first noticed something was off about 6 months ago. It began innocuously enough, an itch here, some fatigue there, and occasional digestive issues. I brushed it off as stress from my 2 jobs. But then my tongue started developing this weird white coating. And the joint pain. The aches were unreal. A trip to the doc and bam! Candida overgrowth diagnosis. "You need to change your lifestyle," he'd advised, prescribing a strict no-sugar diet and some supplements. I remember laughing, thinking, yeah, right, doc, with my schedule, dream on. But the symptoms didn't let up. Every evening as I flipped the diner sign to open, the itch would intensify, and my energy would plummet. I survived on black coffee, which I later learned was a big no-no for Candida. But hey, it kept me awake. The diner crowd was a mixed bag. Truck drivers, insomniacs, college kids, and sometimes the lonely elderly looking for company. They all had stories, and in a way, they became my nightly family. Sarah, a regular, often joked, "You look more tired than my grandma, and she's 80. I'd laugh it off, but inside I was screaming. The Candida was taking a toll on my body and mind. I was constantly tired, moody, and to top it off, the brain fog made it hard to keep up with orders. One particularly grueling night when I'd mixed up orders for the 5th time, Dave, a trucker and another regular, pulled me aside. "You okay?" he asked, genuine concern in his eyes. I spilled everything. The Candida, my 2 jobs, the constant fatigue. He nodded, taking it all in. "You know, I had a buddy with that Candida thing. Got real bad for him because he ignored it. Maybe it's time you take a step back, look after yourself." His words hit hard. Here I was, running on empty, trying to juggle everything and ignoring my health. The next day, I took a sick day from the agency, the first in years. I spent hours researching Candida-friendly diets and recipes. Turns out there are ways to manage this, even with my insane schedule. I started meal prepping on weekends, lots of greens, healthy proteins, and no sugars. It was tough initially. I missed my sugary treats, especially during those late-night shifts. But slowly, my body started responding. The itch reduced, the fatigue lessened, and my mind felt clearer. It wasn't a magic fix. Some nights were still hard, especially when a tempting piece of pie sat right under my nose. But with every passing day, I felt stronger, more in control. A month into this new routine, Sarah walked in and exclaimed, "Look at you, all bright-eyed. What's the secret?" I smiled, taking things one step at a time. Juggling 2 demanding jobs and Candida wasn't easy, but it taught me the importance of self-care. My health had to come first. And with the support of my nighttime diner family, I learned that even in the darkest hours, there's always a way to find balance.